so we're going to head out into the showcase. I've got Rob over there saying, yeah, come on, throw it to me. Rob, where are you, my friend?
I am over where I was before, or at least, well, in our last show, looking at the Unified Edge hardware, because I was fascinated by this when they announced it at Partner Summit, I believe, but here at Cisco Live for the very first time, we've got this incredible demonstration of multiple advantages that Cisco uniquely brings to the game. But instead of me kind of winging in a few things that I know, Haseeb, I want to introduce Haseeb's principal TME over this product family. I say family, but it's like it's like an only child there that's got all the power. I don't know, I'll work on that joke later, but Haseeb, what is important to understand about what is here and what makes it different?
So Cisco Unified Edge is our latest offering from our BU. This is, just by the looks of it, if you see, this one is focused for the edge deployments where you don't have too much space, but you need compute and the AI power,
right.
And you need the networking, and you don't want to manage all these things separately. This is an all-in-one box solution for the edge.
And so when we describe the all-in-one becomes valuable, let's start at that level, because you're talking about at the edge, not even talking about AI, but at the edge where we've got lots of retail customers, certainly multiple branch offices, whatever it may be. A lot of these are space-constrained environments that certainly don't have Cisco CCIE sitting around waiting for something maybe that needs help with the network. They're going to be lean and mean. And currently, they've probably got, how would you describe in today's situation, they've got multiple boxes sitting there that they've got to hopefully keep cabled correctly, and they pray nothing goes wrong. We're addressing the ability to handle traditional networking as well as accelerate into doing anything you need at the edge, including AI inferencing.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
So you hit the nail on the head.
Oh, good.
So essentially, I think everyone might have seen that picture where you have 4 different devices. Some of them are routers, some of them are desktop PCs, all connected through cables. No one knows where the cable's going. No one knows how to manage it. If one of the things fail, how do you know it failed, right? I mean, till it's too late. So what we are trying to solve is we're trying to bring all those components into one chassis. We have 25 gig networking built into the chassis, and believe it or not, if you look at this, we have dual controllers. This is one of them. This chip, which is not too big, this is a 25 gig chip, and through backplane, it connects 5 different nodes in this chassis.
Okay.
And when I say node, this is the first node which we came out with. This is the compute node.
Obviously where it connects to the backplane.
That's where it connects to the backplane.
Okay.
Exactly. This is a compute node, and this would be the router node. We'll talk about it in a second. If you see look at the processor, it's a single socket. It's soldered down, and this is not your desktop processor.
This is a higher end processor.
This is Intel Xeon 6 SoC, which means it has all the goodies built in, all the way from the AMX extensions, which help with AI workloads. Networking is all built in. We use the built-in networking from here. We have 8 memory slots in there, which means we can go all the way up to 768 gigs of RAM. Wow. We have dual M.2 drives, RAID, and you have an ability to put like an I/O controller, and 3 or 4 disks depending on your use case. And best of all, since it's an AI platform, every compute node can take an L4 GPU, which means you can have up to 5 L4 GPUs in this for any workloads which require AI or machine learning type of model.
Well, these obviously go into some environments that are probably not going to be the most tuned for good air conditioning, or certainly not water flow or dielectric fluids, whatever you're going to use. But you guys also redesign these power supplies so that if you're in a tight situation and you've got airflow taken care of, because it doesn't need a ton, as I understand it, but to get to it, to replace a fan that's gone bad or something, you guys have made that modular coming from the top, because that makes more sense, because you're not in a nice wide hot air, cold air aisle, right, to work with.
So I'm glad you mentioned that. So one thing which I want to point out is, look at the size of the fan.
Yeah.
If you remember the C-Series or our older platforms, short depth, they're 1 RU, right? So the fans were really small. If you have to move a lot of air, a small fan has to rotate really high. And high speed means higher noise.
Yeah.
Now we have 5 of these fans, which could be pulled out or pulled up, which is a very, we always like to point it out, engineering did an excellent job creating this platform. But the sound levels on this device are really low.
Yeah.
So when it's running with a moderate workload, it's basically as loud as a dishwasher, home dishwasher. And
it's not bad.
At home, if the dishwasher's on, you'd notice it, but after 2 minutes, you don't notice it. That's exactly what happens here. I'm not saying that if you're putting L4 GPUs and you're running a lot of load, sound level is going to go up.
It could get louder.
But it can run really quiet under your desk if you so choose.
Well, running out of time, Haseeb, I appreciate it. I'm just going to mention the fact that these really get valuable when they multiply, because it's not about the singular box. It's all about what this can do and how it can add value today, no matter what you're actually doing with your network, because it can actually, it sounds like, do a better job with existing stuff, but still give you an easier way to manage it. But you add in Intersight, I believe.
Intersight, and I do want to point out something which I haven't. You look at an NFC tag right here.
Sorry.
Mounting it is as simple as me tapping my phone onto this NFC tag. It goes and gets back into Intersight, which is our cloud managed platform, and you manage the chassis from the Intersight, which means I can send a semi-technical person, he can mount it, he can add it to Intersight, and then we can manage it remotely.
They have to know how to find the power and how to plug a cable, and that should get everything taken care of. Haseeb, thank you so much. But guys, be sure and come check it. This is amazing, and it's just an all-in-one example of multiple marketing promises being made and delivered on this week on the show floor.